The air in the Valley of Elah is thick with the stench of fear and the heat of 1,000 bronze shields. For 40 days the earth has trembled under the weight of a single shadow. Goliath of Gath stands 6 cubits and a span tall, a mountain of brass defying the armies of the living God. His voice is a gravelly roar that pins an entire nation to the hillsides, leaving them paralyzed in the silence of their own trembling armor. Victory doesn't always wear the armor of a king. While the veterans cowered in their trenches, a young shepherd stepped into the light, carrying nothing but the dust of the fields. He cast aside the heavy bronze plates of Saul, refusing to fight with tools he had not proved. He knew that the same Lord who delivered him from the paw of the lion and the bear was already standing in the valley, waiting to deliver the Philistine into his hands. David kneels, his fingers searching the cold running water for 5 smooth stones, the ordained judgment of the Most High. Goliath sees a child with a stick and curses him by his gods, but David stands his ground. He does not come with sword or spear. He comes in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel. The giant lunges forward, a wall of clanking iron, but the shepherd does not retreat. He charges. In a blur of motion, David reaches into his bag, fitting a stone to the leather. The air begins to whistle, a high-pitched prayer building into a rotating blur. One shot, one unprotected inch. The stone sinks deep into the forehead of the blasphemer. The impossible happens in a heartbeat. The momentum of the mountain stops, and Goliath topples forward, falling face first into the very dust he once despised. The thud of his collapse is the loudest sound the valley has ever heard. David runs to the fallen titan, drawing the giant's own massive blade from its sheath to finish the work, silhouetted against the sun as the head of the defiance is severed. Seeing their champion dead in the dirt, the Philistine line shatters like glass. The men of Israel, fueled by a sudden electric surge of courage, erupt in a war cry that shakes the ridges. The hunters have become the prey, and the valley that was once a prison has become a gateway to a kingdom's future as the enemy flees toward the gates of Ekron. The dust settles, but the song is just beginning. A boy walked into the valley a shepherd. He walks out a giant slayer. As Saul looks upon the youth with disbelief, David stands with the peace of a man who knows the battle was never his to lose. He has reminded every soul on that hill that the smallest hand, when held by the greatest power, can move mountains. The shepherd has returned, and the victory is eternal.